A lot of people are intimidated by cooking. Now, you don't have to be intimidated by it. It's actually a very natural process if you take it that way. And cooking actually can be customized according to one's own desire, one's own taste, one's own timetable, and one's own pleasure. Well, Jagee's Cookbook has actually done lots of shows, with different purposes in mind. I have done shows for very busy housewives. I've done shows for people who are lactose intolerant, people who are diabetic, different sorts of things. Every show of Jagee's Cookbook has a purpose, has an essence behind it, and that's the beauty of Jagee's Cookbook. Well, this time I am going to actually show very easy recipes, very easy and simple recipes. Well, those of you who are actually venturing into the field of cooking. Now, a lot of people have told me that they are trying to get into cooking, especially bachelors. They're trying to get into cooking and they would like something very simple, very easy, not too messy, no fish, no, it's not, they don't want anything too, it should be hassle-free. So I'm going to show you some recipes which are totally hassle-free and very easy to make, which won't really, take any of your hard effort. So it's usually, or we can say it, we have minimum effort with maximum pleasure. Enjoy. So those of you who are just starting cooking, I'm going to show you two recipes, very simple. Okay, the first one, it's a German recipe which is totally yummy, wholesome, very easy, and absolutely delicious. So how we're going to do that first is, it's called potato rosti, okay, and totally easy, something like our French fries, but even better. And I have Indianized it a little bit so that it can, it can go along with our tastes, okay? So first of all, we'll need potatoes, okay? And what I have to do first is peel the potatoes. Now, see, why I could have peeled and kept the potatoes, but I decided not to, because what happens is when I peel potatoes and actually keep it, it oxidizes the oxygen, the air. It oxidizes with the oxygen in the air, and it becomes black, probably because of the iron content of the potatoes. So that is why I decided not to peel it before and keep it. So just peel it inside. Okay, so now what we have to do is just the raw potato. All we have to do is just grate it. Okay. Now, actually be careful when you grate it. Be careful that you don't grate your knuckles and your fingers, because it is a bit dangerous. So the people who first do it, be very careful. Otherwise, it's very simple. You can actually use a fork or something and help you. That actually helps you not to grate your fingers. Okay, now what we have to do, now I've grated the potatoes, okay, raw potatoes. Now what we have to do is, add 2 cloves of garlic. That is if you want. If you don't want, don't add it. Okay, just mince it in. 2 cloves of garlic. That's it. And then a little bit of salt. Okay, salt to taste, obviously, according to your taste. Because some people don't want salt, don't want too much salt. Some people really do want salt. I advise you not to have too much salt because it's bad for you. Okay, you can get high blood pressure and lots of unwanted things, water retention. So it's better not to, it's always better to keep salt intake to minimum. Then what we have to do is actually, we have to add a little bit of chili powder, a little bit. Okay, now you can add chili powder or you can add pepper. A little bit of cumin powder, cumin, okay? A little bit. Now, if you don't want that, that's why I told you I Indianized this version. Actually, if you don't want, you want the actual rosti, what you do is just add salt and pepper and mix it with the potatoes. I have Indianized it by actually mixing a little bit of chili powder, paprika powder, and then a little bit of cumin powder. Okay? Now, just mix this along, and the garlic. That's all. Finished. All you have to do is actually you have to light the fire. So, light the fire and take out some oil. Put a little bit of oil, not too much, just a little bit, just a tiny drop. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you how to make 3 types of rostis. That is the basic rosti, that is with potatoes, the very, very simple ones. And then I'm going to actually show you how to make with a little bit of carrot and a little bit of coriander to add a little bit of taste and flavor to it. Now, the third one I'm going to do is the fish rosti. That is so simple. You just add canned tuna, and you get canned tuna out here now. It's very, very easy. Now, don't tell me it's very difficult for you to open a can of tuna. All you have to do is open it up and then mix it along. This is, I mean, you can't get more basic than this. So, let me first start with the rosti. Okay? Now, remember the mixture we had kept here? Okay, now all you have to do when the skillet is hot, all you have to do is with your hands, just take a little bit of the mixture. Don't shape it. Rosti is very, very roughly shaped. The actual, the shape of it is not like a cutlet, okay? It's frilled up. So you just plop it on. Now it's so easy for bachelors and people who are just venturing into cooking. All you have to do is just mix the whole thing in and just plop it on the skillet. And what you do is, with your hands, okay, just spread it out. It can be of any shape, there's no problem. Don't, for God's sake, don't try to make it, you know, the perfect uniform shape. And we give it, now this has to be golden brown on both sides, and it will be nice and crisp. Okay. Now, if you think you need a little bit more oil, you can, by all means, add a bit of oil so that, you know, it gives you that crisp exterior. Okay, so once that is actually on the skillet, do not be tempted to move around. Just let it cook. Leave it. Okay, let it cook, let it crisp up, and then we can flip it over to the next side. By the time, let me take my flipper. Okay. Now, I have done 3 potato rostis. Next one I'm going to do is, while this is going on, I'm going to grate in a little bit of carrot in the rest of the potato. Okay, a little bit of carrot so that it gives that extra vitamin A and also gives you that beautiful, beautiful keratin color. Okay, now all you have to do is just give it a mix, add a little bit more seasonings if you want to. Okay, let me just flip these rostis over. Yes, should be golden and crisp. Now, the beauty of rosti is that it should have very rough edges. It shouldn't be uniform like a cutlet. It should have like frilly edges. That's the beauty. When you go to Germany, you can actually have beautiful rostis. Now, while that's going on, now this will take some time because it's raw potato. It has to cook and it has to crisp up. So it will take some time. And you have to have patience to just be with it. So you can, by that time, while this is roasting up or while this is toasting up, crisping up, you can add the rest of the ingredients. Now, the second rosti is the carrot and a little bit of coriander leaves. Now, this is all optional, okay? All optional. Now, if you don't want all these things, don't, okay? Don't bother to add it. I'm just giving you variations of the same recipe. Okay, a little more, and just mix this in. Oh, look at the color, so beautiful. That red and that green, and the potato. It's just an awesome color. Check for your seasonings. A little bit more cumin powder and chili powder, a little bit more salt. You're done for the next rosti. Wait. Now this rosti, okay, is about done. By that time, when this is crisping up, okay, I'm going to do the other one. That is carrot, the one I used with carrot and cilantro reeds. Just plop it on, okay. I mean, it's so easy for bachelors. They don't have to do anything. Just mix everything up, grate everything, mix everything up, plop it on, no problem. Oh, so beautiful. Like I said, always, always, always test your seasonings. I think this can be taken out now. Yep. Nice and crisp. This needs some more time. Now this can be eaten with tomato sauce or mustard sauce, anything, okay? It's just very, very simple and very easy. You don't have to fuss about anything, or just a green salad along with this. The next one, okay, with this, it's the same recipe but 3 rostis, 3 different types of rostis. What we have to do is add a little bit of pepper, okay, little bit of pepper, and I'm going to make fish rostis. Okay, a little bit of pepper, and I've got here, keep an eye on your rostis, let me just see, okay, this is around about done, fine, let's just off this. Now, I've got some canned tuna, okay, all I've done is opened the tuna, just plopped it on, and what I have to do is take a little bit of tuna, not too much, just a bit, okay, of tuna, which is cooked already, and now if you want a little more of salt, pepper, whatever, okay, you can add. Now you can see the rough edges. The rough edges is the one which gives the crispy effect. It really gives you a really lovely taste, and also it gives you that crispy thing. If you try to make it uniform, it's not going to crisp up. It's going to be just like a cutlet. It's not. This is not a cutlet. It's a rosti. Okay, and canned tunas, readily available in all supermarkets. All you have to do is open the can of tuna, and you can just mix it in because it's already cooked. Add seasonings, like I said. Add, if you want more chili powder or pepper, you can also add green chili. Okay. Now these carrot and coriander rostis must be done. All I have to do is flip it. Yes, lovely golden brown. Lovely. Make sure you do it on a non-stick pan because you know, you have to crisp it up, and try to add, because it's a non-stick pan, don't think that you don't have to add oil. You have, for it to crisp up, you have to add oil. A little bit of oil, no deep frying or shallow frying, just a little bit to let it crisp up. Okay? Now, the fish rosties have to be flipped now. Lovely. Okay. This can splutter, so be careful. Okay. So I've got my potato rosties, my carrot and coriander rosties, and also my fish rosties, which are really, very different, three different varieties. You can actually eat all three, or you can make all three, or you can actually make whichever you really feel like. Okay. All I have to do is transfer it, okay, onto a plate. They are done, and they can be eaten as it is. Now, when you serve, you have to make sure that to tell your guests or whoever it is, what type of rosties it is. If you put everything together, only you will know which is which. So, if you want your guests, if they're vegetarians, don't serve them fish rosties. They probably swear at you. So, the next one is the carrot and coriander rosties. Lovely. Both of them are done and can be served with tomato sauce. Now here I have served it with red chili and tomato sauce. Both of them, all three of them are totally like, yeah.